Shit, did you record that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
I guess we'll see what happens.
I hope so. Probably got the end of it.
All right. What else? Oh, God damn it, Bo, stop. I'm done. I'm done playing
Just
with
put
you.
him on the floor. Preferably with two hands, but it is what it is. Go lay down, Bo. Just tell him to lay down.
Lay down, Bo.
Hey, lay down.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
Scrapping my material.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm considering doing that because I think I've kind of grown out of a lot of the material during the quarantine, and I think I'm also going to scrap the story narrative. I told you about that, right?
Like the Titus style of...
Yeah, kind of. I think I was... I don't know. When I started comedy, I was very focused in and dialed onto a very specific thing I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
At first, it was all about relationships. I was like, I'm going to make an hour about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Then it expanded to whatever it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the quarantine, I was thinking about like, man, it's kind of hard to put into words. I've still been working it out, but I want to do what Dave Chappelle does in his specials where...
He's just funny.
that...
It doesn't matter what he talks about?
No, because it does. There's something about the topics he touches and the way he talks about them that I still like.
I think at his level, you have to.
Yeah.
You can't be like observational Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean?
You can't talk about socks in your dryer and shit.
I don't. Not when you've done as much work as he's done. It's like we've heard it kind of.
That's fair. But it's okay. I want my hour to have a vibe. So rather than a very stringent story arc, like when you watch Bird Revelation.
I've actually not seen it.
Fuck you.
I've seen all the other ones. Just I didn't watch that one for some reason.
That is the comic.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God. Okay. Well then, Age of Spin.
I don't know what that
is the first one he came out with. Well, the one where he talks about
his very first.
No, the first one when he first came back. He was in Hollywood.
Age of Spin. I don't think that's what it's called.
I promise you that's what it's called because I've watched it like 7 times.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. Age of Spin. So there's Age of Spin and then Sticks and Stones, right? So those are two separate things. And it feels like Dave Chappelle, but both specials have a different vibe to it. And it's hard to, it's not like Ari Shaffir's Double Negative where you're like, oh, okay, it's this topic and it's this topic. And then when we put them together, there's something a little more flowing about it.
Oh, it is called that. They just didn't put it on the thing. It just says Dave Chappelle.
Oh, well, it's...
that's why I was like, I don't...
Yeah, it's called Age of Spin.
Title.
But yeah, man, each one of his specials has a vibe to it. And so I'm just kind of pulling back even more. I'm not being as stringent as formulaic, and I'm trying to let myself be more loose, and I think that's going to make it a little more fun.
If only somebody told you that like 6 months to a year ago.
Fuck you.
I feel like we've had that conversation. I don't know. Maybe it's just deja vu or something, but it feels familiar. That's all.
Did you actually say that to me?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but you know things that you gotta like figure out on your own in your own way, in your own path.
Yeah.
Open your third eye, you fucking.
Clearly, mine has been open.
No,
in years it's been closed. You know, I'm gonna do it this way, and I'm like, but what about this? And you're like, no. I'm gonna do it like this. Like, all right, dude. Okay, go for it, dude. Have fun. I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm just saying I did tell you that.
Yeah, well, whatever. Fuck you.
See, like, 'cause I just feel like when you try to like hone in on a topic, like you're limiting yourself. It's like, oh, this thing's happening, but that doesn't go with what I'm doing, so I can't.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and I think that I think that starting the way I did and my process is necessary. Like I had to hone in on something and focus, and then it expand out. If I had just been like, I'm just gonna talk about whatever, I wouldn't have. It would have been all over the goddamn place. It would have been a mess.
I'm really excited to see what's gonna come after this quarantine.
I'm actually thinking about. So I was thinking like,
How about blankets? Huh?
they're warm, but sometimes what do you know?
They're cold sometimes when you leave them out, but then they make you warm.
It doesn't even make sense, really. Am I right? That's a comic thing. Am I right, guys? You get what I'm saying?
Dude, that's something. One thing over like the 4 years that was doing comedy. I can't even say been doing.
BC?
BC. Like, you know that thing that comics will be like, here's my punchline, you guys. It's like, the first time I saw it was with Ari Shaffir, and that was kind of like part of his style. And then I think he got popular and new comics saw him, and then they kind of took that from him. But it's I think it's a bad habit because it's that like you're stepping on your punchline a little bit, and it's like just let him go. And I'm as guilty as anyone else for doing it, but I know a lot of people do it more than me.
Yeah, I was the stepping on your punchline thing was something I was thinking about too. I have a nervous laugh after jokes, and
Yes, you do.
Fuck you. Can you just let me? Can you just let me
I
express
can't just
myself?
agree.
Yeah, but you agree like a dickhead.
Okay.
You make me feel bad for saying some stuff that's true
you're
about
not
myself.
gonna be doing it again, are you?
Whatever. You're acting like a dad that just hit me in the face.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do that shit
You're not
again.
gonna do that again, are you?
Chris Titus is really dope though. I like the way he does it. Anyway,
all right.
so I was watching Dave Chappelle and I was listening to Patrice O'Neill on Opie and Anthony, and I was trying to figure out what is it about them that has this natural flow to it. And I know it's going to sound obvious and you're going to be a douchebag about this, but it's just because they're talking about the shit that they care about. And I was doing that as well, but in a different mindset about it. Like looking at the world in first person, it literally has changed my perception of the world. It's really trippy. But I think I'm going to try to write jokes about stand-up comedy. Like write comedy about stand-up comedy. I was listening to some of my old ACMMs and I started to realize like, oh, I like talking about this. This is just something I enjoy talking about, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody do jokes about stand-up comedy and what it is to be a stand-up comic. I don't think. Have you?
No, it's probably not funny.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we will.
I swear.
But I feel like you're getting into like the same
Trap?
problem. Yeah. Because you're like, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm just going to talk about this. It's like
No.
you're doing the same thing. Though.
No, I mean like that's just going to be one of the things I've been thinking about. Like I'm not going to make a narrative. It's just
Dude,
like,
if you go up and start explaining what a punchline is to the audience, I'm going to walk out.
okay.
I can't handle that.
I don't know what I'm going to do. This is still a
I
fucking
can't even fathom someone go like, hey, are you doing comedy or are you teaching comedy?
What
Do
if,
we need more comedians? I don't think so, dude.
What if it kills though? What if I went up there and I explained punchlines with punchlines and it fucking murdered?
Then all right.
Okay. Then are you going to stay inside or are you going to fucking leave like
I'll
a bitch?
probably still leave.
Okay.
And then people are like, Aaron, kill with the fucking new stand-up material. And I'm like, I fucking doubt it. Define killed, because like...
But there's that. I was talking about that and just stand-up comedy. And just looking through the world in first person has just changed my perspective on things. Like I don't know what it's going to be when we go back, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is not write or worry about writing comedy or anything until it's like official. Like we are going to go back to doing on this day. Then I'm like, okay, now I have a month and I know like, all right, I'm going to write some material.
Yeah, we probably will have a pretty good notice
of
when we'll be back in it. So that's a good point. I really haven't been writing. I've like been writing down ideas and like stuff, but I'm just like,
there's nothing you can
I can't
do.
extrapolate. Yeah, like I can write a bunch, but it's like I can't practice it. I can't fucking. It's just like I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's super weird.
You know what? I'm. You know, these last 4.5, almost 5 years I've started comedy, but it's always been like I want to do this for a living. I want to be a professional. I want to pay my bills this way. And right now, I'm glad I didn't get there.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. It's so rough for a lot of those comics in LA right now that
Yeah.
like were like fucking waiters and shit, and like or
just lost their, not just but just stopped their day job
yeah,
recently.
or like yeah, and then or if they like started going like if they started hosting, they started featuring, but like that's barely enough to pay your bills. It's definitely not enough to save for like future, and like those people are fucked right now. So like I as much as I wanted to be a professional comic all this time, I'm glad I'm not.
This is
right
really
now.
good timing.
Yeah.
You know I'm not going to tell the whole story, but you know that my rock bottom moment that kind of propelled me, the Netflix story with my ex.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened. It was right afterwards, after I settled down and the tears dried up. She was like, my girlfriend at the time was like, you know, I know it seems like this person is doing better, that person's doing better, they're in a better place, but you have no idea what it's like from their perspective, and maybe it's a good thing you're not there yet.
Nope.
Well, at the time, I was angry. I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, but even now, those people are fine. If you have a Netflix special, you're fine.
Yes,
you're fine.
But the point that she was, I don't think I would have like the point that she's making of right now of like, all of a sudden, right now, it's like, "Ooh, it's a good thing." It's a good thing this timing happened.
Yeah. But like if you're an established young comic who like works with other like established headliners, you're okay because they're gonna look out for you. They're not complete douchebags.
That's fair. I was trying to make myself feel better, I guess.
Yeah.
So, thanks.
Whatever.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, dude.
I know.
It's the reality of the situation.
No, I'm happy. I'm really happy right now.
Yeah, me too.
It's so nice.
I'm not sleeping enough, but which is weird.
How the what?
Because the girlfriend gets up at like 8:00, 7:30 to go to work and shit, and I'm like,
you should. Have you ever taken NyQuil?
Not when I'm not sick.
One day?
Nope.
No, it's 24 hours.
Nope.
24 sleep binge.
Just for the whole week.
You could do it.
1 week time, one sleep. No, you couldn't.
You just have to wake up to eat and stuff.
Oh, so you mean to sleep for 24 hours?
Yeah.
But then not sleep the rest of the week?
No. I mean, just one day.
I don't want to do that.
Why?
That seems like a waste.
Of what? Oh, your time?
Yeah.
Oh, you could be playing Call of Duty
Yeah.
instead?
Yeah.
Do you actually feel accomplished when you do something in Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
It takes time and effort. It's not like everybody can do it. Some things you have to you have to focus on and be like, I'm working on this right now to achieve this challenge, whatever the fuck it is.
I think what makes video games boring to me is that feels like an empty achievement.
No, because you get cool stuff in the game.
Oh, but it like rings and it makes the endorphins go.
Yeah.
That's why like Spanish makes me. That feels like when I get
Duolingo is a video game.
Yes, but it's a video game that is tangible. I get something out of it. I don't get anything out of.
Well, you can learn about guns if you really fucking want to, you weirdo.
Or just go to a gun store or a gun shooty place.
Oh, so I can talk to fucking Rob about, hey, what gun I want to use for taking down a pronghorn?
Oh, what?
A pronghorn. You don't know what a
The
pronghorn
fuck is that?
You don't know what a pronghorn is?
No, it sounds like a
Dude.
dinosaur. What is a pronghorn?
It's like a deer type animal.
Why are you saying that like I'm not from Southern California in the suburbs? We don't have woods and shit.
Oh, I thought you went to college. My bad.
They weren't teaching me about pronghorns. They were teaching me about feminism.
This is common knowledge.
Oh, that's a deer.
No. This is a pronghorn. A deer is far different.
Nah. If I drove past that on the road, I'd be like, oh, that's a deer.
And then I'd be like, no, that's a pronghorn.
And then I would say, I don't give a shit. That's a deer.
Well, you're stupid.
Yep, because I don't know about pronghorns.
Yeah, I didn't even take biology. I took astronomy, and I still know what a pronghorn is.
Okay.
Did you take any science classes in school?
I had to take GEs.
What did you take?
I had to take statistics, which does that count?
Not science. That's
Is
math.
it math? I feel like there's a fine line there somewhere.
That's mathematics.
Whatever.
That falls under math.
I don't.
Did you learn about chemistry, biology?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I don't remember. Like it doesn't. It. What I got out of college wasn't.
Yeah, you went to a shitty college. Yeah, that's true.
I didn't
forget about that.
I didn't go to a college that was very,
I went to a real university, so they cared about
a
education.
real university. Like
Yeah.
your buildings were old.
Yeah.
My buildings were new as fuck. They had
Yeah.
stucco everywhere. It didn't look like a university.
Yeah. That's no
Um,
fun.
no.
Like, how big was the campus?
It was like a bigger high school.
Ugh.
It was really small.
Ugh.
Yeah. But it was fine. I mean, I finished. I'm done. I don't have to go back.
Yeah. Would you ever go back for like a master's?
No.
I get asked that all the time, and I'm just like, no, I have no interest in
No.
going back to school.
Dude,
Not to that school, just in general.
but the process of doing the test for the behavioral therapy stuff was so anxiety provoking
The
and
master's
frustrating.
degrees are just papers writing.
Yeah, and that's terrible. Like
Oh,
I
I think that's easy.
for me,
I just don't want to do it.
yeah, I just don't want to do it. Anything I don't want to do, I try to stay away from.
Yeah.
God damn it, you crazy dog.
This is your fault. Last time you were petting him the whole time.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm. Now he expects it.
Was that's a tangible
That's attention.
attention?
Well, I guess it's tangible. Well, the scratching could be a tangible. But it's, again, dual behavior, a dual function.
Gotcha.
That's very common.
See,
They like to break it down. They like to break it down into like it's one of these, but more often than not, it's more than one.
I can see that. And this is the type of conversation that is the best way to teach me. Like if I was to sit down with one of the leads or whatever and and they were to say, "All right, this is seat and it means this, this, and this." I'd be like, "Okay. So in this situation, what about this?" And like, "Okay, well that means this." And if it was just a conversation, I would take more from it and I would be engaged. But when you have me in a Zoom meeting or in a
You're
classroom,
just sitting there and they're just force feeding you.
just talking at me, or I never need to see another PowerPoint in my fucking life.
It's funny because I'm the opposite, where like I actually just like the information being given to me, because like if I read something, I'm pretty good at remembering it.
Yeah.
But I also hate I hate it when they just read from the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
It's like put some effort into this, you know?
Or just give me the PowerPoint.
Yeah. Don't make me sit here. Just give me the PowerPoint. Let me go over it.
I think, man, that's one of the reasons why I think stand-up comedy is, or just the ability to speak to people is something that I don't think people, is because it's not tangible. It's not like a math problem where you can be like, all right, I answered this. It is a skill that is really important, though.
Dude, you know the weirdest thing? When like people I haven't talked to in a while find out that I do stand-up, it's always like, whoa, like that's cool. Like I could never do that. And I'm like,
Yeah, you could.
but it's like, and like these people are like, you know, like the kids in school, you're like, they're like the most confident person, you know, like they're like, I could never do that. And like, what do you mean? Like, how is that not? It's so like, I don't know. But to me, it's so easy to just like, I don't worry about getting up in front of people and talk and doing comedy.
When you first started, though,
I wasn't like,
that wasn't in your personality.
yeah. As far as comedy went, like getting up and like doing like school presentations, I fucking hated because I wasn't confident in doing it.
Right.
But when I get up and do comedy, it's like, well, these are my thoughts. How can I not be confident about my thoughts?
That makes sense.
And so it's just like, here it is. If you don't like it, fuck off, I guess. I don't know.
That's a place I'm in more now.
What's that?
If you don't like it, fuck off. But not the fuck off thing.
Well, it can't be like, you can't be like, so intense to where like you don't change what you do,
Right.
because then you won't. If you're doing a bit that's bombing, it's never gonna work, because you're like, well, if they don't like it, fuck them. Well, it's like, kinda.
I know what you're saying, but even taking it out of stand-up, just in existence,
Oh yeah.
like not having to interact with people has finally allowed me to be like, okay, now I don't have to worry about anybody else. I can literally just worry about me, and it helps with that mental process.
Yeah.
Like when the past however many months it's been, we've just been go, and I've had to constantly be talking to people and shit. And so even in working on like, all right, just focus on yourself, yada yada yada. It's hard to do that when you do actually have to focus on other people.
Yeah.
So this has been so nice.
Yeah.
Ugh, so good.
Cool.
Yeah, man, do you think you're gonna change or develop as a comic through this?
Hope so.
Okay.
We'll see.
Sounds like you're gonna fail. Sounds like you're not putting in the work.
Sounds like I'll be fine.
Sounds like you don't have the dog mentality.
Sounds like I'll be fine.
I decided to get buff.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Should we do it together? Do you have a plan?
I've been doing body weight exercises.
Oh, you're gonna get buff doing body weight exercises, huh?
Have you not seen prisoners?
Mm-hmm.
Have you not seen like prison workouts?
Hey, do you have 25 to life and all day to work out?
I have all day.
That's true.
I
Just imagine 25 to life. You're just in an 8x8 cell. You're like, what the fuck else am I gonna do but
Get
push-ups and sit-ups,
ripped,
bitch?
son.
Yeah, I've seen like, oh fuck, what show was I can't remember what show I was watching, but this dude was doing like he had a whole fucking routine of like on the floor, like, oh yeah.
I'll send you the shit that I've been doing.
All right.
Okay, it's with it's on YouTube. It's Bully Juice.
Bully Juice.
Yeah, when you see the guy who runs it, you'll be like, yeah, that makes sense that he named it Bully Juice. This guy looks like he just beat up kids. He was stuffing kids in lockers in the 2000s when there weren't even lockers. He brought his locker in and just threw a kid in just to be like, I'm a bully. And he slammed
we had
it.
lockers.
Did you have lockers?
Yeah.
We didn't have lockers in my school.
Really?
Not in California.
That's so crazy.
Our schools were outside for the most part.
That's cool.
Yeah, because we didn't rain.
We
and it
definitely didn't have
snow.
that.
But the Bully Juice. So I've been doing. You know what else is easier? Working out when you don't have to wake up at 6 in the goddamn morning and drive in traffic, do your job, drive in traffic. Then you have what 3 hours before the show.
I still don't do it. I know I should, and I wake up every day and I go, man, I should like run or something. But
I can bother you, but
feel
then you're
so
gonna.
lazy.
I can bother you, but then you're gonna be like, oh, can you fucking? You're gonna ignore me, is what you're gonna do.
I probably would.
Yeah. You're
I don't
fucking.
know. Maybe a little. Maybe if you go, hey, I'm going for a run.
I can tell you when I'm doing my workouts.
All
right, I'll do that.
Should we do them on Instagram Live together?
No,
Why not?
because I grunt and I get frustrated.
Everybody grunts,
No.
dude.
No, I like. What was that? I feel like that's what you sound like when you're fucking.
No.
That's what I sound like when I'm fucking.
I don't make that much noise.
Really?
No.
Oh,
Really.
I'm loud.
Okay.
I let them know. I let them know what's up.
Man, I don't need my voice to do that.
Are you talking about your penis?
Yeah.
Your strawberry tipped penis?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
I picture it very pink on the end. Do you have to picture your own? Is it taking this long?
Flesh colored.
Your flesh color?
Yeah.
So pink.
No, I'm fucking white, dude.
Pink. There's that.
Keep in mind, it never sees the sun.
I feel like it's wrinkly.
Right now, yeah.
All right, I think I'm done talking about your penis. But
My balls are for sure.
oh God.
Like big raisins. Like if you were like, I'm gonna enlarge these raisins to help feed the world, that would be my nuts.
How did you flip it into you helping people with your testicles?
No. It was a metaphor.
I'm listening.
That was it.
So stupid. The body weight exercise. I was like, all right, well, I don't have a gym, obviously.
You want to take a kettlebell?
No, I'm good. You're not using it, and I'm not going to use it. I'm good.
Right. They give you a good workout though.
Oh yeah,
Like it's like 15 pounds, and you're like, this ain't shit. But after like 25 minutes, you're like, oh fuck.
you feel it.
Yeah.
But I was doing body weight. I was listening to Rogan or some shit, and they were like, yeah, that's kind of what you need to do for your own health. Just body weight.
Oh yeah. 12 minutes of cardio, body weight exercises, do some stretching. Golden.
I do beginner yoga stretches, and then I do. It's really good.
I like doing yoga. I just don't do it enough.
Yeah, it sounds like you just don't do anything enough.
Yeah.
You should probably get the fuck.
Well,
off your
usually
ass.
I'm just like, well, I could do that, or I can like enjoy myself playing Call of Duty. So
I enjoy myself afterwards. It feels good.
Yeah, afterwards. But it's like before. It always seems daunting.
I listen to David Goggins before I work out
Nice.
because he yells at me.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it. That's what I should wake up to, like my alarm.
They have.
Wake up, bitch!
Have you seen The Rock's alarm?
No.
Oh, hold on. Where's my phone? I'll find it later.
Do I need to look it up?
You can download. It's an app.
Oh.
And it's just different versions of The Rock waking you up, being motivational.
That's dope.
It's pretty awesome.
It's so crazy that like him and like Mark Wahlberg get up at like 4 a.m. every day. But it's like, what time are you going to bed? Like I can't do that. I
Yeah.
physically can't do that.
And their lives are other. They're like unique lives.
They
that
can
they're
go to
living.
bed at 7:30.
Well, you can go to bed at 7:30 now.
No, well,
Like right now, there is no excuse.
I have D&D sessions that run late sometimes
Jesus Christ.
on the Zoom.
All right. Either way, bodyweight exercises. So stretching. Then I got this bodyweight exercise that's 20 minutes long, and it's mixtures of different stuff, and it's full body.
Nice.
And then I was like, all right, now that my weight's down and I can I'm leaner, I'm gonna build muscle now. So then I do.
Don't you got to bulk first?
Did I do this wrong?
I don't know. I don't know that much about gaining muscle.
Oh.
I know how to lose weight, but I don't know how to gain muscle.
Well, whatever.
It's two different things.
Here's what I'm doing.
Because like what a lot of people will do is like they'll like for like a month or two they'll eat a lot
Right.
and like get like that body fat up so they can burn it off and make muscle.
I'm probably doing it wrong, but regardless,
you'll
it's
be
not
fine.
going to hurt my body.
But it's
so
like for you to bulk would be
probably pretty easy.
expensive.
Expensive?
Oh, well, you don't put on weight that much though.
No, but I put on muscle easily. I'd lose muscle easily too. But it
So like I'm saying for you to like do that like calorie intake
right.
where it's like
That would be
thousands a day.
fuck.
Like yeah, you'd be getting sick of pasta and shit like that.
Yeah. But I've
And it probably wouldn't work because you wouldn't gain the weight.
no.
So it'd be like you wouldn't gain because I know somebody like I work at the Improv who like has like a routine, like a year, like a cycle basically. Yeah, it's crazy. And when he's bulking, it's like he bulks until he gets to a certain weight, and then he can start like lifting and getting muscular.
I'm not doing any
Weird.
of that.
Yeah.
Here's my strategy. I'm doing the bully juice guy. He does these 5-minute specifics. So he's like 5 minutes on arms, 5 minutes on abs, 5 minutes on legs. And so what I've been doing is I'll do full body, which has a lot of cardio, and then I'll do 5-minute arms, 5-minute chest, 5-minute abs. And I'll do that the next day. And then I'm just going to build up from repeating 5 minutes to doing it 10 minutes and just building up from there. So I'll send you the shit that I'm doing, the bully juice. And maybe
Do you
we'll
have a
get
mat?
I have a yoga mat, but I'm doing it in the garage, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. So I'm just on the garage floor.
But aren't there moments where you're like on your back?
Yeah.
Doesn't that hurt on the floor?
It's incredibly
Just
uncomfortable.
use your yoga mat, dude.
It's a yoga mat from Target.
Oh,
That was like
you need a
$10.
thick one, like
Yeah.
that blue one I got over there.
Yeah, that one looks reasonable.
That's nice.
But yeah, man, are you actually gonna do it?
Maybe.
Okay, that means you're not gonna.
I
do
would like to. I need to.
it. Yeah, yeah.
I
you
need
do.
to do shit like that.
I can see your tits.
There's a time. I know. There's there's a time where I was. I have so many shirts in my closet that like when I lost, I was under 200 pounds.
What are you right now?
250
Do you have a
scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right in there.
Wait, what do you think? How much do you think I weigh?
Oh my god, I don't even know. I am so bad at telling weight. You're tall. What do you normally weigh? All right, cool. I don't know where it is, to be honest with you. Did you find it? What? Did you find it? No, I think I just touched your fly swatter. That's gross. Yeah, that made me uncomfortable. What the fuck is your? Why would you lie to me? It's in there somewhere. All right, hold on. Go. Come talk.
What should I talk about? I don't know. All right, I'm back. He's looking for his weight gain checker or whatever. What was I saying? Oh, you found it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. How do I turn it? Ah, shit. Oh, shit.
180. That's about what I was gonna say.
Is that good? I'm 180. Okay, so I'm
I
6.
feel like that's like you're in the. You know how they do the body weight. What do they call it? The
BMI.
BMI.
Yeah.
You're like in shape, like right where you're supposed to be.
Nice.
Because that's like what I'm supposed to weigh between like 180 and 190, which is fucking insane, dude. I haven't weighed 190 since like 6th grade. I don't
crazy.
like if I worked real hard and like specifically watched what I ate, I could probably do it, but it would take a long time.
All right. Well, we have nothing, but that's the weird thing. Hold on.
But we don't.
My ear shit's all fucked up. Hold up. Can you? There we go. There we go.
Because you unplugged it.
Well, it was an accident. Yeah, we have nothing but time, man. Just fucking do it.
I mean, for now,
Okay.
it's not like this is gonna last forever. I fucking wish, dude. It would be so dope if they're like, we can't. There's nothing we can do. We're just gonna have to stay home forever.
And there was no more stand up.
Fine.
Really?
I have video games. I could fucking. I'll be fine.
No.
I'll
You
be
really?
Fine. I will be fine.
How long until you're like, all right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I've wasted my life.
I wouldn't be the only one.
So that's still whatever. All
I
right.
don't give a fuck.
I know you don't. I know you don't, sweetheart.
I'm living my life to enjoy myself.
I
That's why I try to do stand up
right.
for a living, because I don't want to do the bullshit corporate having a job.
I have a weird reverence for people who do that,
Who have the jobs?
who do those boring.
Oh, I don't.
Why?
Because I don't think that. Because they don't have like aspirations.
Exactly. It's perfect.
That means you're not thinking.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a person that doesn't think.
We're not.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. I would never want to be that person that's just like, I'm fine.
No, neither.
Cleaning porta potties.
Neither
like,
do. Neither
it
do
pays
I.
the bills, helps pay my family like to eat.
I have a
Fucking losers.
Jesus, man.
Sorry, it's just like have a be like. Don't you want to be the manager of that porta potty cleaning company?
No, I would
You know
rather.
what I mean?
Why would you want to be the manager of
You
that?
make more money.
Okay.
It'd be easier to feed your family. You don't have to clean shit. You tell other people to clean shit. Like have something to work for. You know what I mean?
Here's
Whereas,
my-
like, most people are just, I'm just gonna go to work.
Exactly. Here's my logic. No, here's my logic. We need them because without them, we have no one to entertain. And I'm glad that they don't have the level of drive that we have because that just makes more competition.
I guess.
This quarantine has made me appreciate the audience so much more. Appreciating like the people who just walk. I would never, ever in my life, even if I wasn't a comic, walk past the Hideaway on a Tuesday and be like, oh, there's an open mic. I guess I'll sit for 2 hours. I'm not going to do that. But there are people who do that, and we need those people. I have a real appreciation for the audience now that I just never had before.
That's fair. I am sick of seeing like how like grocery store workers are heroes
Why?
because they're not.
Okay.
Simple as that.
I mean, they're, you know,
Hey, answer me this. Do you think they had the choice?
you can quit.
That's not a choice for those people
Why?
because then they don't have income.
Good. Oh, you can't get unemployment
Can't
if you
get
quit.
yeah, and you can't get another job right now. So it's like, do you think those people had the option to go to work, or do you think they were like, I am going to volunteer my time to go to the grocery store amongst all these sick people? No, they were forced into it, dude. They weren't. This is not a decision they made.
All right.
They were made to do it. They're doing it so they stay in this country.
So you're starting to sound like a Breitbart. Like they're trying to stay in this country and they need to work.
That was a little bit much,
Little
but
bit.
but honestly, like if they were like, I don't want to go to work during this pandemic, they're like, all right, you don't have a job and you don't have income and you can't pay your bills.
What constitutes a hero?
I don't know.
Is it like, is the intention like you getting nothing for what you're doing then makes you a hero? Like if someone did volunteer to go work at a grocery store,
Not a hero.
no, but
not a
like they're
hero.
not making any money. They're just
Dude,
want to help.
When you're in war, I think heroes should reserve for wars and like battle, you know, like saving like actual like directly saving lives.
Okay, that makes a hero.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Directly saving lives.
What if I'm like a 911 operator and I do my job really well, so I send the cops in enough time to then stop the guy?
In that situation, I would say you're a hero.
Okay.
But just because you're going doing your job doesn't make you am I a hero? I'm still going doing my job.
Yeah, but your job doesn't.
Am
mean
I a
anything.
hero?
Technically, it's my job too.
Hey, am I a hero? Are we heroes?
Yes.
No. Dude.
I just want to be a contrarian.
No,
Yes,
we're
we are.
not. We're not.
Yes, we're heroes.
We're not.
Without us, I can't say the word I was going to say. Without,
What were you gonna say?
you know what I was going to say.
No, I don't.
Fuck you.
I know. I genuinely don't know what you said. Oh,
I'm not gonna put that out there. All right. What if you What if you accidentally directly save somebody? Are you a hero?
No,
Why?
because it wasn't intentional.
All right. Hear me out with this next one. So Hitler.
Okay.
That's gonna be fucked up.
Go ahead.
This is purely philosophical. It's a discussion.
Hypothetical.
No, this isn't even hypothetical.
Okay.
This is when he did this.
Okay.
But this is a philosophical discussion. Is Hitler technically a hero for the environment? Now, what the environment is now. Overpopulation is bad.
Oh, buddy.
Just hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, look. How many
This is a stretch.
I know.
I want you to know that.
I know.
This is a stretch.
I know, but that's how you get better at philosophy is by making yourself, step outside the box a little bit. How many don't put your fucking pinky up like we're doing, what is that, NPR?
We should be on NPR.
No, we should not be on NPR. Talking about Hitler being the hero.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish your argument.
How many? 9 million?
Finish your argument for Hitler being a hero, Aaron.
Am I the Bert Kreischer of this podcast?
It varies.
Yeah. 9 million people he killed. 9 million. The Holocaust.
The Holocaust was 6.
6?
6 million.
So 6 million.
And then like 5 million gays.
That's a lot of people.
Not just gays, but like blacks.
Other people.
Other minority
So
groups.
altogether, how many people?
About 11 million.
11 million. All right. So then those people didn't continue to reproduce, and we are already overpopulated.
Okay, but based on the amount of lives that he took, can't be a hero.
It's fair.
Can't be. You can't.
Yeah. Hero to Germans.
If like one person is attacking 3 people and you kill that one person, saving those three people's lives, you're a hero.
Okay, so this is a numbers game.
Yeah.
All right, so then, they made us do this ethical question in interpreting. All right.
Oh, really?
Get ready.
Okay.
We talked a lot about Hitler in interpreting.
That's so strange.
That's all we talked about. Do you want to know how to sign Hitler?
Yeah. Wait, is it like this?
It's this. So.
I feel like that's also like the sign for like what are they? What's that sex thing?
Sex thing?
Where it's like
smelling your fingers?
Poo-poo under the nose.
Oh, that's a sex thing?
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure that's a torture thing.
Maybe.
A Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah. Is that also the sign for Dirty Sanchez? Oh, you would spell it.
You sign
dirty and then spell. Yeah.
Or you would describe the physical act. So this is what it would look like if I were to do it in sign language.
Okay. Poop on your upper lip.
And then you would
Oh, so you would like
You have
explain
to-
the act and then this is what it's called.
Yes.
So like in future, it's like when you have like an abbreviation and they're like, here's what it means. From now on, we're going to use the abbreviation.
Yeah, it's like if we're doing sign language right now and we're talking about 5 different people, I would describe all of them and then I would find different ways to shorten it. So, for instance, if
How would you describe me?
fat, white, bearded,
They'd be like, you need to elaborate. We need
there's a
more
lot of
info.
those. An asshole, other negative adjectives. Has a really douchey and nerdy tattoo at the same time. I don't know how you pull that off.
It's not douchey.
It is super. If you don't know what D&D is, that's a douchey tattoo.
Why?
It's the placement. It looks.
Dude, it would be douchey if it was up here on like the bicep.
That would be super douchey.
Yeah.
Bicep is douchey.
That's why I avoided that. I was like, I'm not doing bicep until like my lower arms are done.
That's smart. It
Yeah.
looks like it's meant to be tribal. Like if at first glance, if you look at it, you're like, oh, this douchebag thinks he's from China or some shit. Or
And then they look at it a little closer and they're like, oh, I don't know what that is. I must be dumb.
that's not how people think. But
Yeah, because they're dumb. Exactly. They're not like, oh, I wonder what that is. I should like inquire maybe.
Okay, so
They don't understand 3D shapes on 2D medium. You know what I mean?
The philosophical question.
Okay.
All right. So a train is going down the tracks and it is about to hit 5 people.
Holy shit. Okay.
There is a lever that you can pull
Okay.
that will subvert or subvert, move the train, which will only hit one person. But you have to make the decision so you can hang back and let the train do whatever it's going to do, or you can decide to make the train hit one person.
Are there people on the train?
Are there people on the train?
Are there people on the train? Or is it just like a steam engine? And I'm in it.
No, you're not even in it. You see it. You see it from afar. You're like, oh, this is going to happen.
Oh, but I
have the lever.
Fucking dumb. Can I just be on the train and make a decision?
No, because
I don't like this. Because then I'm not killing anyone. I don't give a shit.
Okay, fine. You're on the train.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
I choose the one person.
Why?
Because that makes me a hero.
So for you, it's a numbers thing. It's a numbers thing.
Yeah, of course you're gonna take the few. Like, how? In what situation would you take 5 people's lives?
All right, fine.
Because you're like, I have my hands off this. I have nothing to do with it.
Okay, let's change it up.
Is that the point?
It's
that like if I don't do anything, then I'm not responsible.
Yeah, that's a mentality.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Okay,
shit.
let's change it up then. Let's make it a little harder.
Unless those 5 people are like Hitler,
Mussolini,
Rommel, Mussolini. Yeah.
Okay, the 5 people are they're all adults, but the one person's a child.
How old is the child?
What?
How old are the adults?
Our age.
Need the specifics, dude.
God, that's not the point of the question. The question isn't about the specifics. It's about the decision of
are
like
they old adults.
Oh my God,
like elderly.
All right, the adults are 30 to 35, and the kid is.
Are they smart? Did they go to college? What's their backgrounds?
I
need more information.
I'm done with this question. So Hitler being a hero. No, okay, all right.
By the way, the title of this episode is going to be "Aaron thinks Hitler is a hero."
That's really upsetting to me.
I don't know if it is. I don't know.
Can you just put Hitler as a hero? Question
Sure.
mark?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
In quotes.
In quotes. No, I think like questions like that I think are interesting, and I always got annoyed when I would be in school. I'd be in college, and in my head I was like, "Oh, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna discuss philosophy, and it's not tangible, but it's interesting." But what ended up happening was I would be like, "Well, what about this?" And then people would be like, "Shut the fuck up, Aaron. You're being obnoxious." And it's like, why are we in college, guys? What are we doing?
Yeah.
So, you know. There we
Excuse
go.
me.
There you go. You're not excused.
Oof. That one felt good.
Yeah. Being a hero, what it takes to be a hero. So it's intent. Are comedians heroes? We intend to make people laugh or some shit?
No. I feel like, well, I mean, you can have like a personal hero. You know, like Dave Chappelle could be your hero, but that doesn't make him a hero amongst everybody. Does that make sense?
Yes, and he is a personal hero.
That's fair.
Yeah. I've been really on a Dave Chappelle kick. Like, I want so bad to have that same, not give a fuck style, but like I was talking about this in my on the ACMM. Go check out the ACMM after this, guys. But I was comparing Dave Chappelle's not give a fuck to Patrice O'Neal's not give a fuck, and they're different types of not give a fuck.
I feel like Chappelle is more calculated.
What do you mean?
Like, he says things that he knows are gonna get like a
rise.
Yeah, it's like calculated, and he has something to back it up. Almost kind of like Bill Burr does.
Yes.
He's very calculated. But I think Patrice is just like a little more of a
splatter,
shoot from the hip kind of guy.
Right. I think,
but
he's calculated.
I haven't really.
Have you listened to him?
I listened to his stand up, but never like on an interview or anything.
You should listen to O&A. He talks. He knows what he's doing. He's also calculated, but it's a little more splatter shot.
Yeah,
and it feels more
maybe not as obvious
that it's calculated.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like it's calculated at all, but I think it is. And he has a more,
whereas Dave Chappelle, you can kind of feel it though.
Yeah, he's really smart.
Yeah,
he's really smart, but there's this. Dave Chappelle has these are my opinions, take them or leave them. Patrice has these are my opinions and I'm fucking right and you're fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. Like, I want to do, these are my opinions, this is my perspective. If you disagree with it, if you don't like it, if you're offended, that's fine. You can take it or leave it. I'm not trying to ram anything down anyone's throat.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited.
Patrice is a very strong person.
Mentally?
Just presence.
Yeah,
just strong.
Huge presence. It's like hearing about.
Dude, his fucking stand-up was goddamn so good.
Can you imagine if he was alive today?
Probably
had
would
a-
be one of the best.
If he had a podcast right now,
Oh, dude. It would be so popular.
it would be great.
So sad.
Do we have a comic in our scene like that where we're like with the reverence that we give Patrice? Probably not.
We haven't been able to get to that point.
That's fair. What do you think Patrice was like when he like a year
Have
in?
you heard about? I don't know. Have you heard about like when when Kevin Hart used to go on stage
And he threw the
Holy
fucking
threw the phone book up
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Like, read that. It's better than your material. Oh my god.
it.
Oh,
It's like it's
so fucking visceral.
it's so raw. It's stuff like that I wish we could have done in the IE, but no one had the tenure to pull something like that off.
Yeah.
None of us have been doing it long enough or have the
is good
respect.
enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, imagine if one of the people from like that was around in the IE before us came in and did that to us. I'd be like, "What are you fucking like? Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
But it's like if you're in New York and it's Patrice and Bill, but like these people that are already established. Like this, it's not like this was at a fucking bar.
Right.
This was at a comedy club in New York City. Like they were established.
Well, how established were they when that happened? What level?
I mean, they were regulars at a comedy club
All of them?
in New York City. Yeah,
Nice.
that's what they were doing. I mean, dude, if you're not a regular, you're not going to do something like that.
Patrice might.
I don't think, but he's smart. He's not going to get himself like
No, he
in
did.
trouble.
But
for,
he did.
for doing that.
No. Oh, you haven't really.
I told you
Yeah. But I thought you were just being.
that I was lying.
Yeah.
I told you I haven't listened to like his interviews.
Patrice wouldn't get out of his own way. Like, he was honest to a fault, to a point where it was like, you need some fucking tact, man. Like, you don't need to be saying this to people right now. You don't need to be so, like,
So he's not calculated.
well, he's calculated in that he has his beliefs. He is very strong. He's steadfast in his beliefs, and he has reasons for why he believes the things he's believing. But in terms of
Just lacks like that time, not timing per se, but just like
tact,
I guess. Yeah.
like Dave Chappelle, also, I think Dave Chappelle's more calculated in that he knows, like, okay, I'm gonna turn this time. I don't need to insult people right now.
yeah,
Like, Patrice seemed to be constantly attacking everybody,
yeah.
and you
New
get
York state of mind.
yeah, but even like.
But Chappelle came up in New York too. But it's just like that's just a style.
It's a style, yeah, and it doesn't. It sounds like, from what I've heard of in interviews, he was finally getting out of his own way. He was finally like being Patrice, but having a little bit of tact, a little bit more maturity.
At that moment of the phone book.
No, right before. No, that was when he was in peak level of Patrice assholeness, I think.
But I'm saying like I'm pretty sure he must have been some kind of established at that point because no comedy club is going to put up with that from a comic that's not established.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but they kicked him out.
For that,
I don't know what they kicked him out for a bunch of stuff, but they kicked him out of the Comedy Cellar, I think it was, and they wouldn't let him in. So all of the comics just hung out with him outside, and so they were like, "Fine, we'll let him in." Like he was always getting in trouble, getting fired, getting kicked out of stuff because he was so combative all the time, and so I think I just want to emulate Dave. What Dave does is. Like Patrice.
but I think you need people like Patrice.
Yeah, I'm not
You
saying.
need people to put other people in their place
Yes.
sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. It's just too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm so happy and calm.
I'm interested to see what happens after. We might get a bunch of new comics.
We will get a bunch of. I'm sure we will.
I wonder who's not going to come back.
To the IE or in general?
Just in general.
I don't know. I think we're gonna get a lot of. I think
Big influx, and then it's going to like.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get. All right, if I'm gonna make a very specific prediction, I think we're gonna get an influx, and then one or two people in particular are gonna shine through it. Like, I think this is gonna inspire a lot of people to be like, "Oh fuck, I only live one life. I should probably go do something with it." And I think out of those large groups of people, there's gonna be one or two that really stick with it.
That's like a new person? That's what you mean? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think when we come back, there's going to be a lot of new people, though. I'm so not excited to hear about Corona beer
Dude.
jokes. For real, I'm thinking I'm going to probably host the first one. I'm thinking I'm going to be like, all right, if you make a shitty coronavirus beer
You're
joke.
getting the light immediately.
No, I don't want to do that. I want them to be shamed, though.
Yeah.
I want that the audience to
Ooh.
everyone you have if someone starts being hacky about the coronavirus, everyone has a green light to heckle the shit out of this person.
Dude, saw that online 3
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, at this point it's kind of like Trump. It's like there's nothing left to say.
Yeah.
That's why nobody talks about Trump on stage anymore, cuz there's nothing to say. He's so fucking crazy. Like
And it keeps
It's been
going.
said.
It keeps going and
Yeah.
going.
So like this coronavirus is the same thing. It's like, okay, like I understand like writing like your Facebook jokes, like during the time your Twitter jokes. Okay, that's topical. But don't bring it to fucking open mic after it's over.
Yeah.
Unless it's like dude, it better be good.
It won't be.
That's always the caveat. It better be good. Like if it's good, okay. But
yes, but it won't be, and we know it won't be.
Yeah.
Like Corona beer, anything with Tiger King we're gonna hear that a lot when we come back. I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on my nerves.
I
But
think I'm gonna have jokes about that. Never mind.
the other reason,
Not that I was just talking about something else.
no, you're good. You're good. The reason I want to wipe my material as well is like, I think we've hit a new transition. Like
You need that material still.
some of it, but I don't need to talk about Truth or Dare anymore.
Unless you're trying to fill 20, 25 minutes,
Sure, but
which we might be doing still in July.
oh Jesus Christ, I don't
So-
think that's gonna happen. July,
But if it does, you got to be ready.
yes.
So it's like, are you going to come up with 20 minutes of new material by then?
No, but we are kind of
Exactly.
fucked if we go out there in July. Because we haven't been. Are you joking?
We'll be fine.
When's the last time you were on stage?
Dude, we're comics. We'll be fine.
No, we aren't. We are 4 years BC comics.
So let's just cancel it then.
I want to reschedule it.
But that's what I meant.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine to do that.
We'll do it at the end of this month.
Okay. Or we'll see what happens. We'll see how it shakes out. But I'm concerned. So I say, no, I want to wipe it because it feels like the coronavirus is now, the game's changed. Like, I think this weird 80s, 90s nostalgia we've been going through is done. We're in a new era now. And I'm just trying to change along with the era.
I think PC goes out the window 100%.
Yeah. People are going to
It's
want.
gone. This was it. We felt it going away for a while, and this is
The nail in the coffin.
yeah.
It's like.
There's after we are done with this, we go back to comedy. People are gonna be saying crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild.
The coronavirus puts into perspective, like, what is important.
Right. Yeah. Guess what? Transgender issues just not that important. Like, let them be who they are, but not that important. Can we be honest? Did you know Idaho banned transgender athletes from competing?
Why?
Um,
Is it the Rogan reason?
I think so, yeah. And it was only like transgender females.
Oh, so transgender males can do it.
Yeah. Because that's female to male, and they're not at a advantage.
See, that feels weird to me.
But dude, if your daughter is like playing
Baseball?
girls don't play baseball.
Softball?
No, not so. I'm trying to think of like a contact sport, like even like basketball.
Oh,
And there's
against
this fucking like 6 foot
Stubble still.
Yeah, dude, like it's just not okay. Because dude, I could go into like any girls team and just fuck it. Like I'm not even like
Good.
I mean I am. I have dude, you
Shut the
underestimate
fuck
my
up.
skills.
You're-
You definitely underestimate my skills
Okay.
at basketball.
Let's go play basketball then.
But I'm just saying any like high school level,
Yeah.
when I was in high school, I would just
You would dominate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then the reverse of that. So if you have a handicap and you go in, that makes it fine?
What do you mean?
Like if you're transgender male and you go in, then it's fine.
Because you don't have there's no benefit.
But then isn't that inherently insulting to just women and
No, it's honest.
that's fair.
It's fact. We have greater bone density. We have more muscle mass.
I think what you're
in
saying
general.
is we are better.
Yeah. I was trying to avoid that word.
Superior.
Yeah.
kings,
Yeah, if you will.
gods, if you will.
And I mean, it's nothing against women. It's just scientific fact
That
you know?
we're bad.
Physically superior. Yes.
Physically superior. Fair enough. No, not physically superior. In terms of athleticism, yeah.
And physicality. Bone density. Purely just.
Is bone density make you better or worse?
Yeah.
As a person?
No, as a.
Like in your
as
soul?
as of like physically.
I guess.
You know, there's more more mass.
Yeah.
Harder to hurt, harder to move.
Yeah. Either way. I think then across the board, just don't let transgender people, because it makes it hypocritical by saying like
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, if you're all in or all out, and I think,
or just have a transgender league.
But there's not enough transgender people to fill the league.
Yeah, well then it's not that much of an issue, is it?
That's fair. Yeah, no, I agree.
So like.
But then on an individual level, that's where I struggle, because then I try to put it on myself, and I think to myself like, if I'm in a situation where I'm the only black person and I'm like, Black Lives Matter, and they're like, no, fuck you, there's only one of you and there's 50 of us. Your shit doesn't matter because there's not as many of you. And it's like, as an individual, like I know what you're saying for the whole, but if you were to talk to a transgender person, they'd be like, yeah, but I'm a person and I care about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. And that makes sense, but when you're talking about the safety of other people,
Are we talking about the safety of other people?
when it comes to sports and like a transgender female going against a biological female, you're
Okay.
talking about the safety of other people.
Okay. Well, no, because football,
Yes.
we don't give a fuck about anyone's safety in football.
Yeah, but if there was a girls' version of football and then a transgender female went from male football to female football, they would kill people.
Oh, it'd be so fun to watch.
Oh, they would destroy.
You would watch though.
Dude, do you remember the lingerie football league
Yeah.
on Spike or whatever the fuck show?
Of course it was
It's
on
like,
Spike.
They just like grabbed each other. Like they didn't like there was some hitting, but like not compared to like what.
But like, okay, so something like the UFC is, I get what you're saying. Like what Joe Rogan's saying, like you're actively hitting people.
But even like something like tennis, male tennis players have faster serves. They hit the ball harder.
But no one's in danger. No one's in physical danger in tennis.
Yeah, but it's not fair.
Okay. What if
Right though? But like if a biological female is just fucking working out, okay, like then you can get there. All right, not likely, but
what okay, so if there's male and female leagues, right? For tennis.
Yeah.
Okay. If you are a female tennis player and you're like, I want to play the men and I want to try to beat them. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. And the men are like, yeah, I accept your challenge. All right. Now, if a transgender female says, I want to play against cisgendered females, that's the word.
Right.
You
Okay.
know?
Biological female.
I like how we've gone from Hitler was a hero.
Cisgender means straight though, so not all tennis players.
No,
are
it doesn't
straight.
mean straight. It means the gender you were born as. So you can be
I thought
cisgender.
cis was like.
CIS.
Yeah, I know, but like I thought that was not straight.
No. You can be heterosexual or homosexual.
It's
cisgender.
too confusing.
I know.
It's too confusing.
But I like the I like how we've gone from Hitler was a hero to let's make sure we say cisgendered because we don't want to offend anybody.
So much for that whole PC thing, right?
I actually there's I kind of like the PC stuff because it makes it comedy dangerous and it's fun.
Yeah, and you got to be smarter.
Yeah. I like.
You got to use your words better.
I remember doing improv in college, and we would do two shows. We would have the regular show or the family show, and then we would have the adult show or the midnight show.
Mm-hmm.
Objectively, the family show, just as in terms of quality comedy, was way better. Because
you can't fall back on the bullshit, like cock jokes, and shit,
and people in the midnight show would just yell out the same things. Like you had to be creative at the first one. So the things I like about the PC culture was that it made people creative. Like listening to Tom Segura's new special, it's almost funner to see him tiptoe around it,
Yeah.
or
But still saying what he wants to say.
yeah,
Dude, that shit about Louisiana. He's like, I never would have said that about Louisiana if I'd been to Arkansas first. He's so good.
so good.
That special's great.
It is
I
really
think
good.
it's really his best
Yeah.
to date.
really good.
I'm trying to think. His first album is my favorite just because of what it is. And then like when he started doing his Netflix specials, I was like, they're all right. Like I'd seen him live and I heard his albums and I was like, these are okay. But then like the last like two
He's
were
been really
good.
on it.
Yeah.
I have
Especially like he's had kids like that changed things. So he's got that thing about drowning the dog is so fucking funny, dude.
Do you have to do the yelp? So good. Fuck. Was I saying? But the just the tiptoeing it makes it fun. It's the tightrope.
Yeah.
Like you saw Lenny. I showed you Lenny.
Yeah.
You remember after he got in trouble for saying cocksucker?
So good.
And he was like, you know.
Do you think that was like a real?
That's
like,
real.
How close do you think of the transcript? Do you think that was?
I read his book, and from what I understand, that's real.
Yeah.
Like he.
Oh no, I believe it's real, but like I was just that scene in particular because it's so well like written in the movie. I was just curious how what he did specifically.
I think it was as accurate as it could be.
Yeah.
And Dustin Hoffman killed it. Like
Yeah,
he felt
dude,
like a
he was
comedian.
great.
He's really good.
God damn, dude.
But-
like you couldn't do that with most actors.
No, that's hard
Even I guess like the Joker's a bad example.
because he's supposed to be bad.
Yeah.
Um,
That was you know, at the end of that movie, I was so relieved that he made up all that shit with that girl because I was like, oh, she didn't see him bomb. Like that was, I was like, oh, thank God.
Right.
Like that was the worst part is that she saw it. Like bombing, you'll get over it. But like with the girl there, oh fuck, that's rough.
Also to give context, if you've seen, it's the movie called Lenny, and it's about Lenny Bruce. He's a comedian, and he gets in trouble for saying cocksucker. And this was in the
and like not cocksucking because it was like cocksucker. It was very specific.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Well, it's the same reason why you can say Jesus literally on cable television, but you can't say Jesus as an expletive. So it's the same context or same thought process.
Yeah.
And so he gets on stage, and there's cops lining the side of the comedy club, and he's like, I got in trouble for saying blah blah, and
Is that what he did?
He says
blah,
blah,
I'm trying
blah.
to remember what he does in the scene.
he says blah blah, and he even wins over the cops because he's
Yeah.
technically not. There's something so magical about comedy. Like,
dude, imagine you do a comedy set and the next time there's cops.
yeah, I would. That's why I respect him so much.
Yeah.
He
Ballsy.
Yeah, man. Like I don't know if I would go to jail for my fucking jokes.
Not at this point in my career,
Yeah, not at this point.
but at some point definitely I would. I don't have a problem with that. Because like if you're like a professional,
Would you lose your life over it? Because there's people. You remember Dangerous Comedy?
Jeselnik. Remember his joke?
Oh,
His last joke on Thoughts and Prayers?
yes.
So good.
So
the
good.
Mount Rushmore thing. Anyway, in those situations, dude, those people have nothing else to live for. Like in like you're talking about the dangerous world of comedy.
Yes, but your human instinct to survive.
Yeah, that's true.
Also-
Most people like assimilate
Also,
in those situations.
I have to pee, but I have more to say
well,
about this.
I have to go.
Okay.
'Cause I have to get ready for work.
Well,
so
that
I have to work
sucks.
at noon. So
All right. I had more to say.
well, we can talk about Karen next time.
Okay.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of Night Guy and Baldy. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you follow our YouTube page, The Buddy System Co. on there. Also on Instagram, at The Buddy System Co. Check out our website, thebuddysystem.co. Got anything to add?
Aaron Chase 91, and the album comes out on the 25th, but this probably won't be released by
Is
that
it
point.
going to be on SoundCloud? I think it will. I think
It's going to be on SoundCloud, and
It'll be out tomorrow.
it's going to be on SoundCloud, and it's going to be on the Buddy System YouTube.
Sweet. All right. Again, thanks for listening. Subscribe. Do all that bullshit, and we'll see you later. Bye.